Yeah, well, I mean, even something else, you know, you have a child who would, say, for example, be paying the 41% rate of tax. Their parents might be retired. The parents wouldn't have any real income. They might just have the old age pension. And in certain circumstances, it can work where they do deed a covenant to their parents. You may be giving their parents money anyway. They save tax at 41%, and the parent potentially doesn't pay any tax at all. So there's a lot of small, simple things. We don't need to overcomplicate matters here. There's a lot of small, simple things out there that people are starting aware of.
Do you have any advice from people, you know, that are out there listening to you? I mean, again, it's not my field, and again, you say it's a lot of simple things. But is there any, I mean, what's the key advice for people out there to start saving on their tax bill? I mean, what's your key kind of acorns?
Yeah, well, for me, it's about planning. So, and I think this feeds into all aspects of life and business and everything else. It's about knowing where you are now and knowing where you want to get to in the future.
What Eddie was saying.
Yeah, exactly. It's you know, it doesn't really matter. It's the same rules apply, I think, across the board. So if you know where you are now and know where you want to get to, then you can put some sort of a plan around that.
I suppose then just the High Achievers Club for you.
Yeah.
You were voted the highest achiever, if that's the term.
Yeah, that's what's told as the highest. The
tallest achiever.
Yeah.
You know, what has it meant to you? Obviously positively. What has it meant to you through your business? This the last year or something, and how have you found it? What's your experience of it?
Yeah, well, definitely from a business point of view, I would have said this before to the group that it was.
Why did you join first?
Why?
What drew you to the High? Were you starting a new business?
No, I'm in the business for, I'd say, 10 years.
So you're already 10 years in?
Yeah. Made all the mistakes and learned from them, and probably, as Eddie said in his thing, that's where you really learn is from mistakes, and I think so long as you learn from them, it's a good thing. I would have joined, it would have been recommended actually by a client. I would have gone along to one of the meetings at one of the weekends, and for me, it was nearly the comfort of knowing that it was going in the right direction. I would have said to the members of the group that the group for me is like being, it's like having nearly your own non-executive board of directors. You're in business on your own, and yeah, sometimes it is a little bit lonely up there at the top, or close to the top, wherever, at the top of my own, little area, But the other side, what I've learned since I've joined, so I would have joined from a business perspective. So that was number one focus, driving sales, driving profits, all that kind of thing.
You're obviously delighted how that worked out for you. You're delighted how.
I was, but I learned an awful lot more when I was in there, that the business side of things, while important, was only part. It was only part of the diamond, if you like. We would use a diamond or
which is your personal development as well, your personal.
Massive, yeah. So my own personal health, physical health, my mental health, my financial health, they were just as equally important as the business.
More important. You have those on like a pyramid, you're going places.
Exactly, yeah. And relationships, obviously, that's very important. And the last thing, which is something that, in my own mind, I always said, well, I'll get to it when I have loads of money. I get around to giving something back when I hit this target.
Kind of like Eddie saying the what ifs, or,
Yeah, the what ifs. Yeah. But I realise that it's all about giving something back. I mean, I think the Dalai Lama has a quote to say that essentially it is all about helping other people out. And that you can start doing that today. You don't have to wait until you have X amount in the bank or until you have X amount of free time. And that, for me, I would, wherever about the sales and the profit side, but that side is great. I think as Declan said when we look at the stage. But the biggest thing for me is that I'm a much more rounded person from it, and I have much more confidence about the direction I'm going in. I'm much happier. And to be honest, at the end of the day, as well, sometimes, definitely in my area, we can be a little bit serious as accountants, but you have to have a bit of fun at the same time, or try and have a bit of fun. And there is good crack in the group. And that is very important,
I suppose just finishing up here, I've got, a call to action that you have a special survey and a tool to give away.
Yes. This is a tool we would have devised ourselves in-house. So essentially the term we would use for it is like a tax health check. And it's very much designed so, to give people a score, to give them an indication of whether they're compliant from a tax point of view, because compliance is very important. It can be the nasty surprise that a person will get.
Is this an online tool, sorry, or is it a tool that you've got?
No, sorry. It's if you text results in tax to that number, it's
and then it's a questionnaire, like.
It's a questionnaire, yeah. It's a short questionnaire, 1 page.
Yeah.
And the idea of it is to give an indication to people. So are they efficient in using all available tax planning opportunities? And are they compliant?
I'll be doing it. But everybody, High Achiever of the Year last year, Joe Cunane.